Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm going to hop into this hourly rapid arena and play 2 games and just share my train of thought along the way. Time controls 10+0. All right, game 1. First pairing here. Let's go with D4. Start. Okay. I've been playing, experimenting a bit more with D4 and C3. I'm kind of a bit more drawn to this from viewing odds games. When I play against Leela as black, Leela without the king knight, Leela tends to go for this Jobava setup. So let's key in on this square. In fact, I think I'm already winning here. This threat was not addressed. This is normally a top move. So I think I could just crash right through here on C7. Knight B5, E5 I could take. And then maybe even follow up with E6. And I'm yet again on this point. So let's go in for it. Okay, I'm missing something. Maybe I am. Okay. I guess there's knight H5 there. Did I not take that one into account? Should still be fine. Knight H5, I could play E6. I'm still hanging on to the pawn, threatening the knight as well. Not concerned about a check here on B4. I always have C3. And it's not like I'm inconvenienced after knight H5. E3 is a move I would want to play anyway. Happen to be developing the bishop. Bishop's ready to go. So black is in the tank. Now, if the knight goes to the center post, would I actually follow through and play E6? I think I will. I'm on that one and this one. Opponent's having a think here. This is not helping. It'd just be 2 threats then. Not sure what other moves to consider. Okay, so I'm just going to be up the piece. And in the end, I'm still on this point. I have 2 unprotected pieces, but there isn't a way to take advantage of them. Bishop can't fork these 2 pieces. Different color squares. All right. Feel like there's nearly a checkmate nearby. Knight takes C7 check. It's close. Very close. Bishop takes with check. Or what am I saying with check? Yeah, feels like a check. All right, I'll go with knight takes. Give up the queen and go uncastled. All right, so right here, take on D5. Threatening a mate in 1, but there's knight takes bishop. I also have knight takes pawn here. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Knight takes pawn check. The queen is a bit closer to being trapped. Okay, the king is stepping up. Right, with this game here, feels like there should be a mate very, very soon. I'll go with this one because it's forceful and addresses the threat. Knight F3, E4. Okay, so now a bishop move, and I'm setting up knight C7 with a monster fork, but yeah. I want to go for material or just continue to develop. I almost feel like I just want to continue to develop. I'll go with this one. I think this is probably a bit more forceful. I am controlling this F5 square, and I'm leaning towards a quick bishop move. Alrighty. Where is that mate? Alright, I'll back my bishop off here, or... yeah, let's continue to develop. A discovered check is in the air. Alright, I also have this. Is this not? This is nearly checkmate. Alright, I'm just calculating a mate here. Queen check. King has one move here. And then I have a double check. Knight here. And where's the mate? Put this one on first. Only one move. Double check. Oh, maybe this is the right double check. Because I want to be able to meet this with this. Okay. And also king here with this. So it should be mate, next move, queen here. I just take the queen. And we just have... oh, it's not mate right away. To take this pit stop right here. And then queen e6 next for mate. Yeah, so they didn't address that threat on c7, the first one. a6 is probably one of the most popular responses there. All right, we're going to play one more. All right, game 2 of 2 pairing here. Guess we could go with an e4 game this time. Some variety, e4, d4. I like playing both. All right, what's the story with f5? It's unusual. Okay, I've seen it before, mainly in faster time controls. It doesn't help any of the bishops. It weakens the king. Normally you're going to go kingside. So there's a weakened diagonal here. And we might already say some weakened light squares. How to react to this? Normally I just go ahead and take, and I think I am leaning towards this. So I'm just trying to map out how it may flow. Takes. Opponent's going to have to recapture it. d5 seems sensible. And I don't really try to hang on to it, really. This, here, this, takes, and I could try and speed up my development. Here's the thing, if they end up playing d5, there's these holes I could work with. It's going to be a backward pawn. So I'm just going to go ahead and take. Oh, I'm also missing some other detail, actually, because if this, I have queen h5. Maybe that isn't a good move. Back to, I think when I've played this in a faster time control, I've met this move with this. So I guess it took this slower time control for me to realize, hey, this is actually a move. Could be wrong. It could be that the knight was first played here. Okay, so I think my opponent's now going to struggle to regain the pawn because I have a convenient two-mover, d4, and when the d pawn moves, this bishop is perfectly fine on this square, and it watches over a pawn. So I'm going to do just that. Not going with a knight move. I don't want to play here and after this bishop d3 and obstruct my center pawn. So I want to make sure I get the d pawn in there as a contributor before playing bishop d3. And now what? My initial thought was this, just to offset the knight. But knight b4 is a bit irritating. I don't want my bishop chased off of this pawn. So I think I'm going to take a timeout for some defense of a pawn and a square. taming the knight. My opponent has to come up with something fast here, and I don't think that there really is something fast. It's just going to have to be played as a gambit. If I take, I am helping black develop. There are some open lines. My opponent has a tiny lead in development. Could make black struggle a bit more to maybe... well, I could put the pawn in a pin is what I'm trying to say. Queen e2 seems healthy. Queen e2, queen here. Queen here, queen here. How comfortable does the queen feel? Probably not too comfortable obstructing the bishop. My king bishop's not being bothered with my queen on e2. I'll start with this one. Now, if the pawn is defended and the pin is not broken, with let's say queen here. All right, so I'm just tracking down the second pawn. Why not? Pin is broken. But I'm gonna collect that pawn now. Yeah, there's not enough compensation for this type of play here. No way. All right, I'm gonna bring this knight out. This is a file that could be completely opened soon. Want to be a moment away from castles. I normally don't like to be too tempy away from castles. If my opponent is castled, I want to be castled myself or just one move out from castles. So, I'm trying to find a clean approach here. I could win a third pawn. That certainly seems appealing. But I'm also drawn to this one here, not even allowing some imbalance knight for bishop. This here, this, I have d5. That should be good too. This here, whoops. Queen there, I still have d5. Regardless of how black puts more pressure on this point, I have d5. I guess I'm going to go for the third pawn now. These are the three. What a pesky pawn, too. Okay. And as mentioned, I have this one. Defense and attack. Still just one move out from castles. No pivot here on f4. This was not sure what that's about. Okay. I think I want to keep my queen right where she's at. I'm willing to break up my own pawns. Yeah. I like my queen right where she's at. Here's the thing. I don't want to gift. I want to get the move back. So if I took my queen, there's knight here hitting my queen. I don't want that. So this was my initial thought. There's a knight check. Okay, I could also give the knight a shove first. f4. Maybe then f5. If the knight returns, another f4. The return of f4. Ooh, wait, actually, I mean, the knight might be pretty close to trapped. I guess I'll go for that. f4. This queen is central. And she can't be kicked away so easily. I guess there's this maneuver. Maybe I'm inviting the knight to an even better square. I could have gone with this and allowed the tactic and just carried on with development. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm leaning towards queenside castles with my fractured kingside. This could be a target. Pawns on light, bishop on dark. I mean, aside from this material imbalance, I guess there's these little things that could be noted. So this was my idea to keep on advancing. Okay, and the return of f4. Maybe I want to hold off on this one now. On f4, there's knight here. Could maybe start with rook g1 and then go for this. Let's see, this one. Just looking for a clean approach. That's all. Let's maybe focus on this and also my clock, actually. Clock. I'm going to allow the tactic. Yeah, I'm going to allow the tactic. My queen. Okay, they're not landing the tactic. So I'm just going to swipe this pesky knight then and put this knight right here as soon as possible. I do not care at all about this h2 pawn. That'd be really crazy. To open that up. Just looking to put this knight on its favorite square. Opposite sides castles game. Generally, I would want to keep it so that... Oh, I also have knight c4. I would want to keep it where it's a same sides castles game. Being up the material. Don't allow any silly imbalances. You open yourself up to counterplay with more imbalances. Okay, so I could just collect the bishop here. Being gifted a lot of material in both games this time around. All right. Let's just complete development. Centralize. Well, I guess I'll go for this one. Be my way to defend the pawn. I guess they're playing on the clock. I don't know. I could go straight in for the G pawn. There isn't any defending it. 2 minutes is a lot of time. I don't see any mates. I'll run with this guy. Bishop here, I have a check. King's on a dark, no problems. And my pawn has come this far, so let's not even allow it. One way or another. Yeah, let's not even allow it. Be captured. In fact, I could just win the bishop for free. No stalemates to worry about. That's the last little check here. And you have an excessive amount of material. And I guess we're just going to go straight to checkmate with this one. Let's not allow the king to kind of bob and weave. And mate here next, no matter what. Okay, they resigned. So I was gifted material in both games this time around. All right, I'm going to call it quits there. Yeah, this f5. Yeah, it's not the right way to play. I'm guessing this player's maybe gone for this setup, some kind of a system player, but yeah, the follow-up wasn't. I didn't see any compensation with how it was played there. I was just gifted a bunch of pawns, and I was able to consolidate. Okay. Anyhow, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.